you ever found yourself staring at your to-do list, fully aware of what needs to be done yet somehow unable to start? You're not alone. Procrastination is a common struggle even for people who genuinely want to be productive. In this video, we'll explore why we procrastinate even when we're motivated to work. We'll break down the science behind this behavior, look at real-life examples, and share practical strategies to help you overcome it. Let's start by understanding what procrastination really is and why it's so hard to shake off. Procrastination isn't just about being lazy or lacking willpower. It's a complex behavior where we delay tasks, often choosing short-term comfort over long-term goals. This means even when we want to work, our brains can trick us into doing something else, like scrolling through social media or organizing our desk. Understanding that procrastination is a psychological response, not a character flaw, is the first step to overcoming it. Let's dig deeper into the reasons behind this behavior. Brains are wired to seek pleasure and avoid discomfort. When faced with a challenging or boring task, the emotional part of our brain called the limbic system often wins over the rational prefrontal cortex. This leads us to put off work even if we know it's important. The tug-of-war between these brain regions is a big reason why procrastination happens, even when we're motivated. Next, let's see how emotions play a part in this process. Emotions like anxiety, fear of failure, or even boredom can make us avoid tasks. When a project feels overwhelming or we're worried about not doing it perfectly, our brains push us toward activities that feel safer or more enjoyable. This emotional avoidance is a key driver of procrastination. Recognizing these feelings can help us address them rather than letting them control our actions. Now, let's look at how perfectionism can make things even harder. Perfectionism often leads to procrastination. When we set unrealistically high standards for ourselves, starting a task can feel daunting. The fear of not meeting those standards can make us avoid the work altogether. Instead of making progress, we get stuck in a cycle of delay and self-criticism. Understanding this link can help us set more realistic goals and be kinder to ourselves. Next, let's see how instant gratification plays a role. Our brains love rewards that come quickly. That's why it's so tempting to check your phone or watch a video instead of working on a tough project. These quick hits of pleasure can distract us from tasks that require effort and patience. Over time, this habit can make procrastination even harder to break. Let's explore how task aversion adds another layer to this challenge. Some tasks just feel unpleasant, whether they're boring, confusing, or stressful. When we dislike a task, our brains naturally want to avoid it. This is called task aversion. Even if we know the work is important, the negative feelings attached to it can keep us from starting. Recognizing which tasks trigger this response can help us find ways to make them less daunting. Next, let's talk about decision fatigue. Making too many decisions throughout the day can wear us out. When our mental energy is low, it's harder to choose to start a challenging task. This is known as decision fatigue. By the time we get to important work, we might feel too drained to begin. Planning ahead and reducing unnecessary choices can help conserve willpower for what matters most. Let's see how distractions fit into the procrastination puzzle. In today's world, distractions are everywhere: phones, social media, emails, and even our own thoughts. These constant interruptions make it easy to put off work, especially when we're already feeling overwhelmed. Learning to manage distractions is a key part of overcoming procrastination. Next, we'll discuss how habits can either help or hinder our productivity. Daily habits can make procrastination better or worse. Positive routines like setting a regular work schedule or breaking tasks into smaller steps can make starting easier. On the other hand, habits like checking your phone first thing in the morning can set the stage for a day of delay. Building supportive routines is a powerful way to fight procrastination. Now, let's look at how self-talk influences our action. The way we talk to ourselves can either motivate us or hold us back. Negative self-talk, like calling yourself lazy, can make procrastination worse. Positive, encouraging thoughts can help you get started even when it's tough. Being mindful of your inner dialogue is a simple but effective tool for overcoming procrastination. Next, let's explore the role of environment. Where you work can have a big impact on your productivity. A cluttered or noisy space can make it harder to focus and easier to procrastinate. Creating a dedicated, tidy workspace can help signal to your brain that it's time to get things done. Small changes in your environment can make a big difference. Now, let's talk about setting realistic goals. Vague goals can feel overwhelming and lead to procrastination. Breaking tasks into smaller, specific steps makes them more manageable and less intimidating. Setting clear, achievable goals helps you build momentum and stay motivated. This approach turns big projects into a series of simple actions. Next, let's see how accountability can keep us on track. Having someone to check in with can make a big difference. Whether it's a friend, coworker, or mentor, sharing your goals and progress adds a layer of accountability. This support can help you push through moments of doubt or distraction. Accountability partners can also offer encouragement and celebrate your successes. Now, let's discuss the importance of self-compassion. Beating yourself up for procrastinating often makes things worse. Practicing self-compassion means treating yourself with kindness, especially when you slip up. This reduces stress and helps you bounce back faster. Remember, everyone procrastinates sometimes. It's part of being human. Next, let's look at how rewards can reinforce good habits. Rewarding yourself for completing tasks can help reinforce positive behavior. These rewards don't have to be big. A short break, a favorite snack, or a walk outside can do the trick. Over time, your brain starts to associate work with positive outcomes, making it easier to get started next time. Now, let's talk about the value of starting small. Getting started is often the hardest part. By committing to just 5 minutes of work, you can overcome the initial resistance. Once you begin, it's usually easier to keep going. This technique, known as the 2-minute rule or 5-minute rule, helps you build momentum and reduce procrastination. Next, let's see how tracking progress can keep you motivated. Keeping track of what you've accomplished can boost motivation and help you see your growth. Whether it's a checklist, journal, or app, tracking progress makes your efforts visible and rewarding. This sense of achievement can encourage you to keep moving forward even when tasks feel tough. Now, let's discuss the importance of rest and recovery. Working nonstop can lead to burnout and more procrastination. Taking regular breaks and getting enough rest helps your brain recharge and stay focused. Remember, productivity isn't about working all the time, it's about working smart and taking care of yourself. Next, let's look at how to handle setbacks. Everyone faces setbacks, but how you respond matters. Instead of giving up, reflect on what went wrong and adjust your approach. Learning from mistakes helps you grow and makes it easier to try again. Resilience is key to overcoming procrastination in the long run. Finally, let's wrap up with a summary of what we've learned. Procrastination is a complex behavior influenced by our brains, emotions, habits, and environment. By understanding why we procrastinate, we can use practical strategies, like breaking tasks into steps, building routines, and practicing self-compassion to get things done. Remember, overcoming procrastination is a journey, not a one-time fix. With patience and persistence, you can make real progress toward your goals. Thanks for watching, and good luck on your productivity journey.